Good afternoon. Welcome to this week update. We are starting as usual with DXY. Your host, Dr. Peter, is here with you. Now, DXY on the daily time frame. With this wave, we had said that we are aiming to correct this, move to the downside. And so we've had three waves move to the upside. Now, on Friday, we saw this massive sell to the downside. And we have to be very careful. We had expected that the price is going to push one more up to the upside before we correct, and price didn't do that, and price came down to the downside. These are manipulations that can occur in the market, and we don't have any control over that. But at the same time, we must know how to manage ourselves with this kind of a manipulation. Now, we had expected that this wave A, B, and a C will at least extend to 100%. It didn't get to 100% before we saw this reaction. So we are going to depict what we can see, the mood that we have. Now, when you draw a channel, you clone a line from here to this base, and we have this one channel here, and this broke the channel. So channel one is broken with this. So this set the mood for another wave. So from the second wave, from this basis, and you draw the second channel, this wave to the upside broke it. So we have channels 2 broken, channels 1 broken, channels 2 broken. And with channels 1 and channels 2, we can now have a bigger channels that will enclose the 3. Now, are we done with this wave? By the time you draw a trend support from this base to this base to go across, you will discover that this channel 3 had been broken. So if I bring out my drawing, I want you to see what I'm trying to refer to. So we can see that this channel is broken, channel 1, channel 2. Now channel 3 also had been broken. So you can see the way we draw those channels with the purple trend support and trend resistance. So we can imagine having these channels for this first part, the second part, and this part. Now, what can we see here? This is 100% extension that the price didn't get to. There is a whole lot of big gap there. Price didn't do that. Now we are seeing this move to the downside. Now, it's going to be huge for the market to break the main channels that actually contains the 3 waves. So, and the price is almost hitting at this row support. We should expect some resistance here, and that the price is going to bounce to the upside. Now, so this channel is not going to just give way. It's going to serve its purpose, but we are going to expect 2 things here. Because this could also be A, B, and a C to the downside, and this channel will now act as a spring to take it back to the upside. But what are we going to watch out for? Early in the week, maybe today's evening, if they want to continue to the upside, you should now expect an aggressive buy. The price is going to go up aggressively to the upside again within the first 24 hours or 48 hours. So you will see the price moving up aggressively, but 24 hours aggressively to give us an impulse. So with that impulse, price may just go first, sell, and begin to bounce up with an impulse. If we see a reaction, an impulsive wave to the upside, then which means that this will now serve as a resistance to the price, and the price is going to continue to push back to the upside. And we should now expect at the upper portion here, and this might not do 100, it might just go up the more before we sell again. So the approach is to look for a buy, and it's supposed to get a buy support at this level, we'll buy. So when we buy, we're buying with two intentions. One is if it's going to go up impulsively. So if it does that, then the price will correct and go up the more. The second intention is to buy as if the price is going to go up correctively. If it does that, it will give you a full correction, A, B, C, and the price will fall the more. So if that happens, and this is taken out, in that case, which is second scenario, in that case, this A, B, C becomes your W, and the movement to this downside becomes your X. And once we finish an X, we don't expect to break X to break this low here. The X could come within a 618 of this retracement, or slightly break it at 78 or 76 before they begin to go up again. So if it's a corrective bounce that we have here, then the price is going to break here and come towards this area. But if it's going to become impulsive, then it's going to go up. So we're just going to read the mood of that exchange during the week. Impulsive, corrective. That will decide where next. Having said that, if we go to euro dollar, price is doing something similar. So we can see this impulse also to the upside. It could mark that this has ended A, B, C of a W, but again, it didn't extend, it didn't give us 100% extension. So we might be seeing a more complex reaction from this price. You might be seeing something more complex happening here, because otherwise, we may just now see this as an A, and what might be cooking up, because I didn't say that when I was talking about DXY, what might be cooking up here might be a complex B wave, such that this becomes, on the higher time frame, A of B, a B of B, and this will now become a C of B. So if it happens, because that might also be, what we should expect with this kind of an impulse, we might now be seeing a running flat formation in this place. This goes up as an A, B, and a running flat. If it gives us a running flat, then you now expect that we now have a movement to break down the more. So it won't stop at 100% extension anymore. It will now give a B wave in the middle, A, B, C, and the whole of that to the downside, we look for 100 or 1, 2, 3 extension to the downside. And that might be the next place we are going to. So we must understand if there's a change in the structure and how we align ourselves. So for now, what we are looking for is a sell. So either we sell collectively or we sell as an impulse to the downside. So if it's going to give us a corrective bounce to the downside, then we should now go down collectively and later go up again. So the price most likely will not break this top, and probably before it won't break this top before they sell again. So it might just be a complex wave in the middle, a 3 wave here, which is an A, B, an A wave, a B wave, and these might just go up as a C wave to the upside, and before you know it, would come down again. USD. USD also is the same thing. So we are seeing this as a potential, like an A, B. We might see a correction. So we should be looking for correction. This is not where to want to buy. We look for correction. One correction, one more way to the upside before we look for possible possibility of this selling. So it might just give us a complex, an A of B, B of B, and an ABC of C here. This may take the top without breaking this top before they go down. NZD USD also is looking at it's going to give us a bullish run. One more correction, one more go to the upside, and after that we look for we know the next thing to do. But for now, a correction, one more move to the upside. So we might get that across board. DXY correct to the upside to buy, then fall one more time. Then likewise, Euro USD correct to the downside to sell. So we can take that sell, exit the sell, look for buy sell if the mood is corrective or impulsive, just like I said. USD JPY. USD yen. So we are seeing the intervention coming from the back of Japan, but the way they came down, they are broken this. These had not confirmed anything for me. And if you are selling, you have to sell with caution because otherwise it may just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or that they might even take this to the upside because in the middle here, they might just give you like the first move, A, B, C, and they might take it up again. But once they begins to break this low here and break this low here, then we can now begin to look for a much bigger correction and the price going more to the downside. This, if it goes up correctively, we might want to sell, but it might just drag up like this. See the way they came down sharply? They came down sharply here and they dragged up, broke the top. They came down sharply again, dragged up, broke the top. They never give us a three-wave correction. So you must know when price is just dragging like this and burning off, it's never a correction. It will be an impulse in the end to break the top. So we should watch out for that because the DXY are selling, dropping again, or buying again, and just begin to go up like this. And when you are thinking that it's going to sell, so we must be able to differentiate between what is corrective or not. The last but not the least is gold. Spot gold. So based on what every one of them has done, but I still see that we saw a bullish move, and the dollar dropping massively. That seems not to affect gold that much. So the recipe here still looks as if we are going to just break this bottom here, probably test this area of 38900 or thereabouts, or 38800 or thereabouts before we see a bullish move to the upside. That is what I can see here. I don't see a big fall. I don't see a big fall. Reading the mood of the DXY, it's most likely we're going to fall more to the downside. Just break this bottom, and then we'll see a bullish move. With that, I've come to this week update. Do like, share, and comment. Bye.